Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. In this video, I will present the deep research feature that we find in nowadays chatbots like ChatGPT or Gemini. And this is very practical feature, guys, because to give you an idea, as you see here, you can put a request on ChatGPT and you just activate the deep research feature and you send the request to the chatbot. And what it happens behind the scenes is that, as its name indicates, a deep research will be done on internet, and you will have as a result a deep report containing information related to your query. And this is very practical, guys, because you don't need to go on Google and read all the links that will be returned once you do a research on Google or any other research engine. It doesn't mean that you have to not to use Google search anymore, but when you are kind of limited by time, you can just launch a such research and you will have a deep enough report, and you can even use it to validate your knowledge on a certain subject. So let me show you now how to use this feature on ChatGPT, and later on I will show you how to use it on Gemini. The advantage with ChatGPT is that we have deep research feature even with the free version. As you see here, you have many features like study and learn, create image, think longer, and you have deep research. So this is our feature, and as you see here, it's written for left because OpenAI gives 5 deep research for free. Once it's done, you will need to pay for it like you pay for a paid plan to have the unlimited deep research, but at least you can use for free here. So as you see, I just need to click on deep research, so the feature is activated. And if I ask any question like what is deep learning, and I typo here, deep learning, and I launch the query, another typo, but it's very fine. Here the model is asking us to give more details, like explain how deep learning evolved starting from 2013. And here we see that the deep search start, so it might take a few minutes, guys. Once it's done, you will see the whole resulting report. Now the research is done. As you see here, we have the total time. We have a total time of 7 minutes, and 111 searches are done from 31 sources. So here is our report that we can share or download. And if we parse the report quickly, we see what we asked for, which is the evolution of deep learning starting from 2013. And the cherry on the cake, guys, is that we have sources from which this information has been extracted. So if you have any doubt of hallucination, as the models behind these AIs tend to hallucinate, so thanks to this list of sources, you can check by yourself from where information has been extracted. So this is for ChatGPT. Let's see how we do this on Gemini. So the problem with Gemini is that if you have the free version of the app, you don't have the deep research feature. That's why you don't see deep research here. But for those who have a paid plan, you are supposed to see deep research here. You just need to click on it as we did on ChatGPT, and you put your query here. So let's ask this same question, which is explain how deep learning evolved starting from 2013. And let's send the query to the model. And before launching the research, the model tells us about its plan. Like here, the model is telling that it's planning to establish the state of deep learning around 2013, trace the chronological emergence, talking about GANs, ResNet, and so on. If I'm okay with its plan, I can ask the model to start its research. Here we have the research evolution, so this might take a few minutes as we've seen with ChatGPT. So now, as we see here, we have what you asked for, which is our report, the result of our deep research. And here, after each paragraph, you can see resources from which the model extract information. And at the end of the report, you see all resources that the model consulted to generate this full report as a result. So here, as we've seen with ChatGPT so far, you can check these resources to validate the integrity of information and assure that the model is not hallucinating. I'm insisting on hallucination, as is the case with ChatGPT, because these models tend to hallucinate sometimes when they don't find the answer. Also, what you can do, you can chat with the model and ask it questions related to the resulting report. Based on my experience, guys, Gemini reports are longer and deeper and richer in terms of information. Now, as I mentioned, guys, in the beginning of this video, this feature is available in paid accounts for Gemini. So let me show you how to subscribe to a paid account if you don't have one. So let's say this is your free account. As you see, if you click on tools, you don't see the deep research feature. But what you can do, you upgrade your plan. And here you have your offer, which is half price for the 2 first months. And you see here all features which are included in your paid plan. So this is it, guys, for today. Thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to ask me questions in the comment if you need any detail on any concept about which I talked so far, and see you next time.